I'm Sensei Kakuyo, North American contributor for Buddhistdoor Global. Thanks for joining me for this episode of The Ordinary Buddhist. The title of today's talk is Watch Mindfulness. Before we get into that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. Right mindfulness is the seventh tenet of the Noble Eightfold Path. When we practice right mindfulness, we pay close attention to our thoughts, our feelings, our body, and our environment to ensure that what we're doing is in keeping with Buddhist doctrine. More than that, if we find that we're being pulled in an unhealthy direction, for example, if our mind is filled with thoughts of anger or anxiety or fear, we can use mindfulness exercises to calm ourselves and bring our thinking back into the present moment. I'm going to share one of those practices with you today, and all you need is a wristwatch. Now, it's nothing special about the watch. The only rule is that it needs to be analog, meaning it has a minute and a second hand. It can't be digital, and you'll see why in a moment. If you want to engage in this practice, which I call watch mindfulness, you start by breathing in and out through the nose. Breathing in this way engages the sympathetic nervous system and sends signals to our body that we're safe and that we can relax. While we're breathing in and out through the nose, we also extend our belly button on every inhale as if we just had a large meal. Breathing in this way expands our diaphragm, causing us to bring in more oxygen to our lungs. More oxygen also sends signals to our body that we're safe and that we can relax. This leads to us having a more calm feeling in the midst of our unhealthy emotions. Once we begin our mindful breathing, the next step is to pull out the wristwatch. And all we do is we take a look at our wristwatch, and we take a look specifically at the second hand, and we count. Every time the second hand moves, we simply count that 1 second. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we do this, we give our minds two things to focus on. First, we're focused on our breathing in and out through the nose, extending the belly button on every inhale. Additionally, we're focused on our watch, counting the seconds as it goes around in the circle. What I personally like to do is count 10 seconds at a time and then go back to 0. Count another 10 seconds, go back to 0. I do that until the second hand has made a full rotation around the watch face, which indicates 1 minute has passed. At that moment, I check in with my thoughts and my feelings, and I see where I'm at. If the angry or fearful or anxious thoughts are gone, then I go on with my day. However, if they're still there, no big deal. I simply continue with the exercise, focusing on my breathing, focusing on the second hand on my watch for another minute, and then I check in again. I do this until the unhealthy thoughts have passed. When we do this, when we practice right mindfulness, more specifically when we practice watch mindfulness, we gain greater control of our thoughts and feelings. We learn to pull ourselves back into the present moment when we've been pulled in opposite directions. And we learn to end suffering both for ourselves and for others. Amitabha.